So I'll be doing a review of Samsung Chromebook Plus. So this is a Chromebook. Like a lot of people know, a Chromebook is a web-based OS. So this is a Chromebook made by Samsung, and it's about, I think, the 5th or 6th generation now. I had Chromebooks. I had a Samsung Chromebook 3, which was still great, but it wasn't really that good. The build quality was mediocre, the screen was mediocre, everything was mediocre. But this thing is a whole other deal. This has this I think has 2K display, as well as a touchscreen, and it is all made of aluminum. And it also has the S Pen inside here. This is the S Pen, and it's really good. It comes with more tips and more clamps, but I've been using this for quite a long time now, and it feels great. Actually, it really does. And it's pretty long. It's pretty long and lengthy, so you can ride on this thing no matter what, where you do it, yada yada yada. It can work like a yoga style. It flips around and stuff like that. So one of the things that it's really good is the fact that when you open this thing up, it has a gorgeous display. Right now you can see me holding my phone and recording this thing, but it really does have a gorgeous display right now. It's a touchscreen, but I've disabled it right now because one of the problems with this thing is the touchscreen. Matter of fact, the biggest problem that I have is a touchscreen. It's not a rant or anything, but Samsung has made a surprisingly well-built laptop. Look at this. It's when you press really hard on this thing, it doesn't really go in that much. Really, it doesn't really go in that much. And the keyboard layout, it's spacious. It's not really the best keyboard typing experience that you have. It's like more like a MacBook, the MacBook 12-inch, the shallow one. It feels more like that, but it's more. It has more space to it, but it feels really flat. The trackpad is made out of plastic, but it feels good. It's very precise. It's really precise, and it does what it's supposed to do. It's all metal round, so it's all clamshell aluminum, and it is very well built for the price. And the price of it is surprising. It's around $400 US. It's very surprising. It's really thin. So what you're gonna see here is you're gonna see a audio jack and USB Type-C, and you have two USB Type-Cs on both sides. So one over here and a micro SD card slot over here. And the other place we have a volume rocker, on and off button, another USB Type-C, and the S Pen slot. So two USB Type-C, more than the MacBook 12-inch. So we got that. So connectivity is quite limited, and because it's slim, it's quite good. Even two USB port, it's thin. What do you expect? You don't expect a Type A port on this thing, but it's relatively thin and it's good. It's light. It's about 2 pounds. It's light, and screen is gorgeous. Battery life on this thing is around 6 to 7 hours, and you can get more than that if you lower the screen, the brightness of it, around 75%. You can get about 8 hours, and which is really great on this laptop, if you're doing constant web browsing and stuff like that. But the main problem that I have with this thing is not the battery, not the build quality, not how it performs, not the Chrome OS actually, but it's the problem with the touchscreen. The touchscreen itself, I've disabled it because of the fact that it is a touchscreen. Now, right now I've enabled it just now. You can enable it by pressing Shift, Search, and T, and right now I disabled it. See? And now I enabled it. The problem that I have with this thing, I don't know if it might show on this film or stuff like that, or I'll post it later, about the problem that I have with this thing, is sometimes the screen malfunctions, and it's not only me that is having this sort of problem right now. It's almost a lot of people is having this problem, and they resulted in not using the touchscreen itself. It might be a problem with the screen itself because it registers my touch, even though I'm not touching it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like it's a glitch. It's a touchscreen glitch that you don't really see that in a premium device like this. Samsung, a premium brand like Samsung, should not have this kind of problem, not in a wide scale. And I've been using Samsung products a lot. I have a Samsung phone, I have a Samsung display, I use Samsung devices all the time, but never had I had this problem. And it just seems like these days, starting from Note 7, the Samsung has been being more careless about how they portray their products, and it's really disappointing to me that Samsung, a premium brand like that, is slacking off with a very good device like this. And what I have resulted to is using my trackpad a lot of times, and if I had to use a touch screen, then I would usually not use my fingers, which make smudges like these over here. These ones over here, I would use this pen a lot, and even though I use the pen a lot, there's gonna be some glitches and stuff like that. And another way I turn around the glitch was with wipes. I wipe this from regularly, really regularly, so that there's nothing that it can glitch about. But even though I do that, there's some glitches to it. But except for that, this is a great device, and if you are willing to sacrifice some limitations with the screen itself and use a keyboard and a mouse most of the time, then this is a gorgeous machine. This thing works perfectly. It just does everything that you tell it to do. There's no lag to it because it's a Chrome OS, and it's relatively good priced product, except for that bloody screen. Except for that, this is a fine product. But I do not recommend this to anyone who wants to use this as a tablet. No. If you want a laptop with a little bit of touch capabilities, yes, this is a laptop for you. Now, this was from Kwan, guys, and if you like this video, subscribe if you love this video, and see you next time.